Hey everybody, welcome to Prairie Palms, number 9. This is Philly, a little bit of a winter update, pre-winter update. The office made me move even more of my palms home. The dying bottle palm is doing well, so the necrotic rotting stopped from the lack of light that I was able to give it here in the office, so I got some supplemental lighting going on at home, so he's back down there and doing well. The guy that had to stay here at the office, my wood Yetia bifurcata, I got some grow light on him, but the heat in here and the humidity that I control with the various humidifiers are able to keep him alive. And I'm not going to lose a frond like I lost, in the winter last year. The whole frond turned black, just like Ricky Bobby's. He just made his update video recently about his wood Yetia and how it was going to lose a frond from the lack of light. All my big 3 did the same thing. The wood Yetia, the foxtail did it, the bottle palm, the Hyophorbe, and my Adenidia Christmas palm also did it. They get black, necrotic, rotting. I thought it was from the cold. I thought it was from the soil being too cold. Well, it's from the lack of light. So get some supplemental lighting on your palms as soon as possible once you bring them inside. Anyways, just want to do another little intro for my Cocos Nucifera. It missed the introduction for all my other videos, so let's show you how that bad boy is doing. Here she is. Malayan green dwarf, doing really well. I will stop this, but you almost can't stop any brown spotting, anything like that going on, when you're keeping it indoors and not in a tropical environment like a beach like it's used to and stuff like that. So without these humidifiers here, keeping the humidity around the area, it's even low at 46. Usually I got 3 humidifiers here going. It can raise the relative humidity to about 60 to 70, which is okay in the day. And then I put a bag over top of it when I leave for the night, and I turn this light on right here for a little bit extra, and that gets it good. It's really difficult to keep alive indoors, as anybody who's growing coconuts knows. It hates dry, it hates cold, and it hates dark. It won't tolerate them even for a little bit. We got all kinds of palms indoors, and they will adapt and tolerate lots of the shit that we throw at it, but not this guy. He will decline. Sometimes I had one before, when 24 hours it was a goner. So they'll decide to decline really fast, and they will not even give you enough time to mourn them, or even sometimes let you know that they're dying. The only way that I can make sure that it's alive and keep growing is by tracking its spear push. It pushes about that to there. That's 24 hours. I marked that yesterday morning, so I'm getting an inch of growth every 24 hours. That was 5 days ago, and that was a week ago. 2 weeks ago. So the speed at which it's throwing out, it's still a strap leaves. It's really nice. Got a long ways to go before it starts to separate and show its pinnate fronds, but that's okay. I'll enjoy it while I can, and hopefully it lasts longer than my other ones did, and we'll go from there. But if anybody wants to grow a coconut palm indoors, that's what you need. You need the heat. The soil and the container needs to be at least 22, 23 degrees Celsius or higher, and you don't want any super high, obviously, because then you're going to cook the roots. So you don't want to put it on top of anything other than a germination heating mat. That's what I would suggest. It keeps it at a relatively steady warm temperature, and nothing too crazy that will actually cook the coconut and kill it. The other thing it needs is the constant humidity, like I was saying. It will revolt on you and say I've had enough and die if you are not at least keeping the relative humidity around it between 60 to 90%. And so, like I said, 12 hours out of every single day, 7 days a week, this coconut gets a bag over top of it, and I open up a little section here to let this humidifier pour some humidity in. And when I get back to my office in the morning, relative humidity is at 100% every morning. So that's great. That's what it's enjoying. And even still with that relative humidity, I'm getting brown tips. Even on the, here, if I can show you here, still gonna get brown tips. So as much as you're gonna try and keep the relative humidity up, older strap leaves will still die and be replaced hopefully by healthy new growth, healthy new strap leaves, and hopefully healthy new pinnate leaves when this thing really starts to take off. It's gonna go outside in the summer, obviously, here in Regina, Saskatchewan, in our 100 degree Fahrenheit outdoor temps in July and August. It's gonna love that. It's gonna love the full sun, and we'll be thankful that it's not back in my office here. But sure enough, come mid-August, early September, it's gonna have to come back here. It's gonna get bigger and bigger as the years go. I don't think my house is a great environment for it. I can't control the relative humidity like I can here in my office with as much ease. So I don't really foresee it being a long-term owned by me. I'll probably have to sell it, get rid of it, pass it along to somebody when it gets too big. But at that point, when it gets too big, how are you going to keep relative humidity around it in that 90% range? Giant clear bag, like, you know, it's once it gets to that stage, to like the 4 foot, 5 foot stage, it's either going to die because you're not providing it what it needs, or it's going to have passed a point of death where it's lacking those conditions, and it will actually push through and pull, draw all the nutrients it can from the fertilizer that you give it. It's a heavy feeder. I'm not going to feed this guy right now because he's still getting all of his nutrients from his actual like coconut seed right here. But once that seed rots away and it's bigger and it's got, the crown is pretty prominent, it's got a bunch of fronds on it, it needs a lot of fertilizer constantly to keep it looking good and healthy. So it's always going to be challenging. I've seen a couple of instances where online where, people will show their, 20-year potted coconuts, and they say that after a certain stage, they stop needing all of the hospital ICU care and conditions that you were giving the seedling. So hoping mine gets to that point and it passes that kind of point of no return, but my last one didn't. And I know a couple of other people, Sandor's Palms, Sandor in Ontario, he mentioned before how he had one for 7 years and it croaked. My last one, was probably about a year, and then it died. So this is attempt number 2. This guy, I've had this now for about 6 months. So we're gonna see where he goes and follow his journey. All right, thanks everybody. Prairie Palms number 9. Peace out.